Hi, I'm Michael Kraft. I'm one of the co-hosts of Rockland Arts Festival, and I am here talking with one of the artists, Raquel Malta. Did I get that right?
Yep, Raquel Malta.
And we're going to talk about your influence for your piece in the show.
All right, so I am largely a wildlife artist. Throughout my life, I've been an artist, and I believe in working with every material I can get my hands on, at least once. So I've studied sculpture and kind of been drawn more and more into illustration and painting. And while I do that, I love to explore different ways to create these animals using different forms and different imagery until I can do what I think represents it well and suits my project the best. So I have a variety of different styles. And for this project and a lot of paintings that I've been doing recently, I'm diving deep into watercolor and gouache and my love of using light and color. I love to find colors and light. I don't manipulate it, but I look for it. And with this piece in particular, since they're zebras, I it takes a lot of looking. It takes a lot of seeing and going back and forth and a little bit of crazy, but I think it's really, really well worth it because especially when painting something that's white, there's a lot to see there. And I really love just in the process of making, because that's a huge part of my inspiration, is just being able to create, being able to find all the different things I can use and all the different things I can do to share the way that I see the world with the people around me. So that's a large part of my influence. Another part with working with wildlife that I love a lot is just that is something that's very important to me as a person. I'm invested in conservation and rehabilitation. And I also love being able to dive into a project and really learn about each of the animals that I'm working with and also be able to educate other people about them.
That's great. And what I love about the piece too, you know, I know you mentioned, I think you mentioned this, um, how I mean, the zebras are, it's usually just black and white, but you have a lot of color in them. So it makes it really, really interesting, and you don't realize that at first until you're looking at it. You're like, oh yeah, usually it's just something black and white, but you've turned it into something totally different by adding the color into them and the shading.
It's it's really fun for me to try and push and find it until it looks right. And the most important thing, just from a technique point of view, is to always keep it the tonally correct, right? You have to have the light and dark balance. But after that, you're really free to look and see what you can find. And through all my paintings, my black paint is very, very neglected. Uh, it is never opened because, I mean, true black is the absence of light, and it's not actually got the pigmentation. So I really love looking for that deep color.
Right.
So I'll get a lot of that with reds and greens. But uh,
Well, it's a beautiful piece, and hopefully everyone will check out that and more of your work because there is a link to your Instagram page as well. So there's a lot of good stuff on there. So thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you soon.
yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope everybody gets to enjoy what they see from me and all the other artists, and that it is a wonderful time.
Great.